Hey, Ollie here, welcome to another Reef Hunter NZ vid. In this video we're just going to go through a few dives, 2 or 3 dives just compiled together, all shore dives. So just want to show the possibilities of shore diving in NZ, how easy it is, how accessible, and the fact that you don't really actually need to dive that deep to get some good fish and crays and stuff. 8:53, we're up north, halfway into the tide. It's calm, looking good. We're going to see what's up. Yeah, straight away dove down and found some nice schools of blue Mao Mao. Awesome just diving in between these fish. They school you and it's just a vibrant blue wall of fish. It's so cool. Decided to knock one over as well. I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again, Kahawai is super underrated. Great smoked up or as sashimi, so got this guy and had 2 fish on the board, early days. Set a few burleys for snapper, as I've seen a few little ones around but nothing sizable. Took a good 30 minutes and came across this ledge and checked the burley. The fish had dragged the frame of the drummer right out into the middle there, so had to take quite a long shot, but nailed this fish right at the end of the range of the double wrap on this 100cm roller. Winter diving is really good for crayfish. They come up into the shallows to molt and mate and whatnot, so you can get them from anywhere 1 metre down to 5 metres really easy. So nice easy diving. Usually no other divers out there because it's really cold water. Found this one small stretch of coastline, heaps of caves and big cracks, perfect cray territory. Yeah, and it was loaded with crays. Missed this first guy, but managed to get his mate next to him. There's no secret to finding crays, you just gotta look. Just keep looking, every boulder, every rocky structure, every big crack, just keep looking, and soon enough, if you're not in central Auckland, you'll get onto some crays. Been getting a few questions as to what speed gun I'm using and whatnot and gear. I'll do an in-depth review soon on all my equipment, but in this video just using 2 guns, 2 roll bellins. I'll show you now. The guns I was using in this video, both roll bellin rail guns. This is a 120cm carbon and this is a 100cm alloy. Usually both guns are fitted with the reel. This one's set up as a roller, so 16mm bands full tension them right down to the lugs, and it's a really little powerful gun. Take down pretty much anything around New Zealand. If you're moving up to some really big fish, would hit the 120 centimeter roller that's actually set up for marlin at the moment. In the video, just has two 14mm bands and a 7mm shaft, which is basically a perfect little setup around NZ as well. Yeah, came across this scorpion fish just right out in the open, quite barren country. Seen him sitting right on top of the rock. First shaft didn't go right through the head, they got a really thick head, but managed to find him in the cave he swam into, and yeah, got one right through the brain on the second shot. So I found another good cave with a big crack off the side there, a few smaller crays around, and then can't see it in this video, but I saw the shape of a scorpion fish right down in the crack. So went back up, had a good breathe up, and went down and nailed a second one. It's the same for crays or anything. If you see something good and you're running short on breath, take it easy, go back to the surface, get a nice breathe up, and go down, and you'll more than likely get the catch instead of rushing it and missing your chance. These scorpion fish are super camo, quite hard to spot. Under 5 meters, that red colour just disappears, and yeah, they just blend right into the rock. So I don't know, I seem to have got my eye on for them a bit, and yeah, managed to get two within a few hundred meters of each other. I very rarely go out purely just to gather crayfish. It's just a really good filler in between setting burleys for snapper and the like. I wish seagulls weren't protected. They just love to dive bomb me out spearfishing. This is the float boat used in the vid, Harrison float boat. That just clips onto your float line or whatever, attach it to your gun. Nice little bungee system, rubber seal, and you can fit plenty of catch in there. Smaller kingfish, anything big, not so good, but for the general dive around NZ, gathering and whatnot, this is a really cool little boat. It fits in your dive bag perfectly, and you can just hike your whole gear bag on your back and walk to your shore dive location. So yeah, they've all got their pros and cons. This is a great little boat though, highly recommend. Had this nice red cray just committing suicide basically, sitting in a really shallow little crack. I almost felt sorry for the guy. set a ground bait and crushed up a few kinner next to this ledge earlier on in the day. Checked it quite a few times and just no fish were coming in on it. Wasn't till right at the end of the day on one of my last dives I had one last look, and sure enough there was a few snapper on there. Sometimes it just takes, you know, up to a few hours for a burley to work. Sometimes it takes 2 minutes, so a bit of patience comes into play when you're targeting snapper. I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I'm starting to like the taste of kinner, otherwise known as sea urchin in other countries other than New Zealand. Have to find the nice big juicy yellow ones though, they're a lot sweeter. Yeah, gathered a few, chucked them in the float boat for a bit of a snack after the dive. Last day's cruising the reefs for this pigfish. Unfortunately, this bit of coastline just wasn't holding any big snapper this day. Anyways, managed to knock over a few smaller ones, including this little penny. Perfect little entry and hiding space, but no big snapper down there. Another love-hate relationship, these pigfish. I love them, so grabbed another one for the bag that day. Quite cool, nearing the end of the dive on this day, found a cute little baby packhorse shedded shell. Normally once you find a few grey shells and whatnot, you know you're in the right area, and sure enough, shortly after, found a nice packhorse crayfish sitting in this crack. Although this looks like quite a good sized crayfish, if you don't already know, packhorse crayfish need to be quite a large size as the minimum requirement, 216 tail length. This guy was only a centimetre over, but hey, that was legal and the only one I found that day, so he was coming home with me for dinner for sure. Hey, cheers guys, thanks for watching. If you like that, chuck us a thumbs up, and if you got any questions, just throw them in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond as soon as I can. Cheers, see you next time.